Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I am Adam McCullough. This is MUFC Transfer Daily Live, and we are live. I am Adam, as I just said, back again for another chat about the latest in transfer news and all that stuff, transfer rumours around the world in Manchester United. Now, there's lots going on at the minute. We're hearing talks about players coming in, players going out, and today we're discussing a player that could potentially be leaving Manchester United this summer or next summer if we don't get his contract situation sorted out ASAP. Now, these rumours are circulating today because of the simple fact that Paris Saint Germain have confirmed that Gianluigi Buffon is leaving the club this summer. He's leaving PSG. He is done there. So now they're going to need a new goalkeeper. And whose name's popped up linked to Paris Saint Germain? That is David de Gea. Now, we know his mate, Ander Herrera, has already been confirmed as a player that's going to leave Manchester United. Right, where is it? Right there. Yeah, we can see that Herrera is leaving Manchester United on a free transfer. He's going likely to PSG. I've heard no confirmation officially of that yet, but those have been the rumours. Now, could PSG be waiting to unveil a double swoop of Spanish players from Manchester United? That could be a possibility, because, as we said, Buffon's leaving PSG. David de Gea is yet to sign a contract renewal at Manchester United and has 1 year left on his current contract, which expires June 2020. So David de Gea's current deal expires in 2020. Now, do you want to get Spanish Dave sold this summer? Get a fee in for him if we don't agree a deal? Or would you let him go on a free like we saw with Ander Herrera? Do you let him go? I was going to say to one of our European rivals, but we're not in the Champions League and they are. And those are where the rumours emanating from now. It's in the Manchester Evening News that I'm reading this, but there's been plenty of other places that have reported the link between David de Gea and Paris Saint Germain. There's nothing really concrete apart from conjecture in most of these reports. And they're saying David de Gea is considering his future at Manchester United for a couple of reasons. Firstly, are we challenging for the top honours? We're not in the Champions League, so we're not challenging for that. At the moment, if we don't get our act right in the summer, we're not going to be challenging for the league title either. So Spanish Dave could be looking to go and get trophies elsewhere, and I'm sure Manchester United's fans couldn't begrudge him that. Yes, we'd be massively disappointed to see him leave if he did leave, but we wouldn't begrudge him that. He's been excellent for United in the last 6 years. He's been our best player post Sir Alex Ferguson, and I felt sorry for him at times because he's been outstanding in a team that has been way underperforming and hasn't been great at all, and the defence in front of him hasn't been great. Yes, last season he didn't have the best of campaigns, but we know he's one of the top dogs in terms of goalkeepers in the world, and to see him leave would be a massive disappointment. Now, Paris Saint Germain could offer him a league title every single year and the chance to challenge for the Champions League. They'd also offer him a new contract as well, and I'm sure they'd offer him some big bucks. And it seemed United are dilly-dallying on a deal. Now, De Gea is believed to want more than Alexis Sanchez, which you couldn't deny him if Alexis Sanchez wasn't on a ridiculous deal. Now, the problem for United with Alexis is he's still here at the club. Now, we're hearing links with him potentially to Atletico Madrid. The Spanish reports that he's been offered a 2-year deal, but nothing concrete in them as of yet. And as it stands, it looks like Alexis Sanchez could be a United player next season. If that's the case, it's going to continue to cause problems in terms of renewals and in terms of contract deals, and United getting players signed up because he's on a wage he doesn't deserve. And other players, De Gea, Pogba, maybe thinking, if he's getting them kind of wages, I deserve them kind of wages. So you can see the problem De Gea's wages have caused. Now, this could all be rubbish, and De Gea could sign a new contract for Manchester United, and he may be just waiting to see how we act in the transfer market. He may not even fancy a move to Paris Saint Germain, but that is lingering there in the air, and with 1 year left on his contract, it is always seemed as a problem because you need to get your players signed up. We used to laugh at Arsenal about them not getting their contracts signed up and getting players committed to long-term deals so they could get a bigger transfer fee, or so they could stop their players, having the control over their futures in terms of seeing out their deals, leaving on frees, etc. And we haven't been acting right at all. And now people will say about the Glazers, yeah, they don't know anything about football, but they run the business well. They'll say that about Ed Woodward. He doesn't know much about football, but he'll run the business well. Running a business well means protecting your assets. Assets like David de Gea, assets like Ander Herrera. And you don't let their contracts get to this stage where you could see a reduced fee and or them leaving on a free. You don't do that. You protect your assets. Even if you want to get rid of them, you would protect someone like De Gea getting his contract signed up. You would protect someone like Ander Herrera in terms of, you know, getting his contract signed up. Why did we wait until Paris Saint Germain were interested in him? Why did we wait till he was in his last 6 months of his deal? Why didn't we get his deal wrapped up last year? It didn't make any sense at all, and we need to be acting better in the transfer market. It's not just about bringing players in. It's not just, yes, it's about that as well. Yes, we want to see the best talents arriving at the club. Yes, we want to see us snatch up some talents before they become 100 and 150 million pound players at other teams. But we need to protect our assets as well, and we need to make sure that we're getting our players that are actually worth something tied down. As of yet, it stands that United are getting players tied down to contracts that aren't actually worth anything, and other teams wouldn't actually want. You know, Ashley Young, nobody would pay for him. Chris Smalling, nobody would pay for him. Phil Jones, nobody would pay for him. And we're getting these guys tied down to long-term deals. These are the guys that should be hustling for their deals and fighting for their new deals at the club. Not David de Gea, not Ander Herrera. And that's a lot of frustration. It's not just about United buying players at all. It's not just about that. It's about Manchester United acting correctly and acting like a big club and making sure that Manchester United are having a very good transfer window, because there's no point in us fucking around this transfer window. We need to make sure that Manchester United are one of the top dogs in the window, and that doesn't mean just throwing money out willy-nilly and trying to, you know, oh yeah, we'll get Alexis Sanchez because City want him and it'll look good. All that stupidness. We need to be getting the right players in, and we need to be keeping hold of the right players as well, because it's a real frustration for Manchester United fans. And as it stands, I can't see it getting better this transfer window. Yes, I like the fact that we're seeing, you know, we're seeing the likes of De Ligt being linked with the club and potential there. But even then, if say, yeah, your Barcelonas and all that coming for him, and other clubs coming, Juve, are United going to be front of the queue for that? I'd be surprised if De Ligt signs for us. So it's a frustrating one. And if we're losing players like De Gea this summer, if we're losing players like Paul Pogba this summer, it's not going to be attracting players to Manchester United. And that is the sobering thing about the transfer window for Manchester United this season. It's unfortunate, but we need to fix up ASAP. Anyway, guys, what are you lot saying in the comments? I'm going to dive in there right about now. If we sell big players, we need to buy players, says Connell. It is pretty obvious that, but someone tell that to the club as well. I'm hoping De Gea stays at Manchester United, and it's all something made out of nothing, but you can't be sure. He hasn't signed a new deal yet, and the rumours, you know, are going to keep going. After the internationals, then the move starts. Yes, I was watching the Portuguese versus Swiss, and then I jumped onto this live stream. So yeah, we'll be back. I'll be back to watching that. But I noticed that the UEFA Nations League started today, and it's a short tournament as well, isn't it? I think they start in the semi-finals, so that'll be over soon. De Ligt's playing against England, I believe, as well. Hopefully this tournament can get done and out of the way so that we can find out what's going on with his future as well. Because I hate these prolonged transfer sagas. Of course, it's great when you sign a player, but you just want the business done. If you're going to sign him, yes, you find out and it's great. If you're not going to sign him, then it's done and dusted, and you know earlier, and the club can move on. Joseph just says Richarlison. Now I like Richarlison. I think he's a top talent. Whether I see him coming to Manchester United this season, probably not. Anthony says we should get a fee for David de Gea now rather than let him go for free. If it was up to me, if it was up to you, what 5 players would you bring in? Asks Chris. If I could bring in 5 players, Wan-Bissaka, De Ligt. I think I answered this yesterday. A right winger, so Jadon Sancho. That's 3. Rabiot would be a good one on a 3. That's 4. And another central midfielder, Ruben Neves, but it's not realistic, really, is it? Christian Eriksen's talking about leaving Spurs today, but can't see that being to Manchester United. I think he was talking about Real Madrid, although I'm sure somebody will link us with Christian Eriksen at some point or other. Anyway, guys, this has been MUFC Transfer Daily Live. Thank you very much for joining us, all you guys. You've been absolute legends. Remember, FTD are having a live podcast at the Old Nag's Head in Manchester on Saturday, 7 p.m. till late. If you guys want to head down there, it's free tickets. You can head over to the Instagram story. There's a link there to reserve your free ticket. And we'll be there. Remember, you have to be over 18 because it is a pub and all that. But if you want to come down for a Man United pub quiz and a Manchester United podcast live, then feel free to do that. It's at the Old Nag's Head in Manchester. But apart from that, guys, we'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. with another MUFC Transfer Daily Live. For now, I've been Adam McCullough. You guys have absolutely been legends, and let's hope David de Gea is still a Red come the start of next season. See you later.